Trust me, Scout. This one's the real deal. This one's the real.
As soon as Boo knew that they were both close enough to him, he let out a terrifying scream. Turns out Boo was having what Dr. Rounds calls a seizure. When Boo had woken up from his seizure and realized what was going on, he got up as fast as he could and ran right out of that old Radley house, with his dad screaming after him to stop and come back. But Boo just ran faster. Now there's one place and one place only where Boo could get away from everyone and everything. That place was the local cemetery, which was in running distance of Boo's house. Boo quickly ran to. Then Boo suddenly snapped out of it and awoke confused and angry. Mr. Radley was in such amazement and excitement when Boo finally awoke from what he thought was a possession.
Yes. Yes. Dude, that fucking scene's done.
Alright, let's watch it.
Let's watch how fucking bad this is. Fucking close the door. Close the door.
Go like this.
Boo heard his dad scream for him to come out, but he was just too angry at him to listen to a word he'd been saying. Boo now wanted revenge more than anything for what his father put him through. He tried to think of a way that he could get his revenge. Boo then realized what he was going to do. Boo decided that he would act as if he was actually possessed and scare them both. Boo then got out from his hiding place and stood up with his back turned so that both of them could see him clearly.
I have to say, what is going on in here? Quick, call the Reverend. Our boy's possessed.
Okay.
Mr. Radley told his wife to call the Reverend right away and to tell him to come as quick as
call
he's
the Reverend.
able.
Our boy's possessed.
By the time the Reverend had arrived at the Radley's place, Boo's dad already had him tied up to his bed. When the Reverend stepped inside the Radley house and saw the sight of Boo Radley acting as if the devil had made its new home inside of Boo, he was scared out of his mind. The Reverend grabbed his cross and holy water as quick as a man could and started chanting holy words at Boo.
Leave this boy, evil spirit.
3, 2.
No. Alright, let's see that.
Arthur, where are you? Come out! Arthur,
The year was 1905 back in Old
Come
Macomb,
quick, I think I found
and the
him.
residents were still young and able. It was a surprisingly chilly night, and the town was as dead quiet as that
Arthur?
dog Atticus had ran over with his cart just last week.
Arthur,
Boo always seemed to be
You're
angry
back.
at something, and his folks sure did notice it. But on this night, Boo's parents decided to do something about it. Boo was playing in his room when his parents heard strange noises coming from up there. When Boo's dad walked in, he found Boo waving his arms and legs with no sense at all.
Kids, family. Boo heard his folks screaming for him to come out, but he was just too angry at them to listen to a word they'd be saying. Mr. Radley split up and tried to find Boo in the cemetery. Boo now wanted revenge more than anything for what his parents put him through, and tried to think of a way that he could get his revenge. Boo then realized what he was going to do. Boo decided that he would act as if he was possessed, and scare them all. Boo then got out of his hiding place and stood up with his back turned so that everyone could see him clearly.
I figure the Rowdies might still think he's possessed. That's why they keep him all locked up.
No, we're not doing this shit again. We're not doing this shit again.
I'll do it quick.
Okay, go.
I figure the Radleys still think he might be possessed, and that's why they keep him locked up in their house. Shit. There you go. Hello? Okay, I'll be out in like 5 minutes. Bye.
What'd she say?
She's out front right now.
Okay.
Right.
Don't laugh and just go.
I figure the Radleys might still think he's possessed, and I'm smiling the whole time. I figure the Radleys still think he might. I can't get that right.
Okay, just don't even get it right exactly.
I figure the Radleys still think he might be possessed, and that's why they keep him locked up in their house. Scout, you wanted the real story, and boy did you get it.
Okay, go! Man, you have to go. Do this.
The Radleys still think he might be possessed, and that's why they keep him all locked up in their house.
Okay.
That's why they keep him all
Get
locked
over
up in their
here.
house. I figure the Radleys still think he might be possessed, and that's why they keep him all locked up in their house. Scout, you wanted the real story, and you got it.
Boy, oh boy, I did get it.
Okay, we're done.